So, welcome to our new color family. This time we will take a look at the ultramarine family. And ultramarine also is a sodium aluminium sulfosilicate. And the funny thing about the ultramarine family is that while I did my research for this video series, that I stumbled over ultramarine colors I never heard of. So, yeah, maybe you also don't know them, and maybe you can discover them together with me. The problem why I did started later than planned with the series is that sadly I'm missing my box with all my pink watercolors, and it is still missing. I had to order something new, and I really hope I will stumble over it again because it's a lot of watercolor in there. Yeah, um, so I probably won't be able to swatch all the colors I have because I don't know where all of them are, but I will still have enough to discover for us. So we have in the family the lapis lazuli genuine, the ultramarine blue, PB29. That's the pigment code for both of them. We have ultramarine violet, which probably a lot of you are knowing this color, PV15, or also ultramarine red or ultramarine pink, sometimes made with PV15 or sometimes made with PR259. But we have two colors, like I said, I never heard of, and that's ultramarine yellow, also known as barium chromate, PY31. And I couldn't get a watercolor of this. I only have a picture of a swatch in the internet because the seller was out of stock, and this was the only one I did find offering this color. So yeah, it's a very light, delicate yellow. And also for me, completely new was the ultramarine green, PG24. But here I was able to get a pan, so we will be able to swatch that color. And I didn't swatch it prior to this video, so the time I will do the swatch for the video is the very first time I ever use this color. So I hope you are as excited as I am to try this one out. Yeah. The name ultramarine comes from the Latin word ultramarinus or ultramarinus. I don't know how to pronounce it in Latin. So, yeah. And it means beyond the sea. And this is because when the hype around the color really started with painters in the 40th and 50th century, all the lapis lazuli was imported from Afghanistan by ships, and all the ships were sailing to Venice in Italy. So that was the only port all the ultramarine, or better said, the lapis lazuli, came to Europe. And that's where the name ultramarine we use today comes from. And lapis lazuli is still mined today in Afghanistan. We have also some other countries like Chile, for example. But the highest quality of lapis lazuli still is coming from Afghanistan. And that is the one which is super, super pricey when you get the higher qualities from. Only a few companies offer genuine lapis lazuli because, like I said, it's even when you buy the lesser quality ones, it is still a super expensive pigment. And because it is so damn expensive, a few hundred years earlier, people were trying to create a synthetic version of it, and there somewhere in between trying, they succeeded. And that's why we today can enjoy for a very low price our ultramarine blue, which is of course a lot more vibrant than the lapis lazuli ones we can buy. It's one of the very cheaper pigments, so it's color we get in nearly every starter set of watercolors. We find it also in other paints like acrylics and oils and stuff like that. So it's a very widely used pigment. And ultramarine blue was my favorite color since I'm a child. So that's also why it is my most used color and my most used blue. And that's why you have seen this very deep hole in my pan. That's the color which is dented the most in all my sets. So yeah, this one here is the ultramarine green, and it's a very beautiful dark turquoise-ish green. The only one I could find this from was Crema Pigmente in Germany, and they only offer half pans and full pans. You can't buy the pigment itself. I didn't find it anywhere else, so that's the only source I could find. It's a very beautiful green. I will have to swatch it more often and maybe with more water and on a rougher surface to see more of its beautiful granulation. The paper here is very smooth. But what I did see is on Kimberly Crick's blog. It's a very good blog. I can only recommend her. She has also a YouTube channel, and she does this very long light fastness tests. And the sad thing is, the ultramarine isn't light fast. It will fade to the point that it looks like the ultramarine blue in the upper row in the middle when you expose it to light too long. So it is a color to enjoy in artwork, which you will scan to digitalize it for prints or for other things, or sketchbook arts and stuff like that, but nothing you can expose to light. So then we have the ultramarine violet. That's the PV15. It's a very beautiful granulating light fast violet, and that's very rare with violets. The ultramarine blue and the lapis lazuli genuine are also light fast, and also the ultramarine red or ultramarine pink. Some companies label it as pink, some as red. Is also light fast, also granulating, but a lot less granulating than the ultramarine blue or violet. Or you can't see it that good because it's a lighter color. I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, it is also a light fast pigment. And the funny thing is, while I did my research and I stumbled over things like ultramarine green and ultramarine yellow, also is how pigments like PB15 and PB 259, no, ultramarine violet and pink, or even the green and the yellow, are produced. And the thing is, when you are trying to produce synthetic ultramarine blue, you start with the ultramarine green. That's the first step. And then you wash out the yellow parts. That's why the ultramarine yellow is more like a byproduct in the production of ultramarine blue. And when you wash out the yellow parts, then you have the ultramarine blue. When you want to have the ultramarine violet, you burn the ultramarine blue longer. So somewhere in the process from green to blue, it is heated, and if you heat it longer, then it gets PV15. And if you heat it even longer, then you are becoming the ultramarine pink to 259. So it is at the start the same pigment, you just heat it longer to get the violet or the pink. And that is something that was completely new to me. Funny thing is, I discovered that a little bit prior to really start my research. I just Googled what ultramarine colors, how the PV15 and the PV 259 are made, because I thought I was sitting at home and thought, how are they made and why they are called ultramarine, and that's why I decided, why not do the ultramarine family as our next color family. Initially, I did plan to do another family after the cobalt family, but then I thought, oh, that's so interesting. Let's dig in deeper. And so I stumbled about the green and the yellow, and then I thought, okay, now I will definitely do my research completely, and then I will do the ultramarine family as our next color family. So we will do separate videos about lapis lazuli genuine with the history of lapis lazuli, and also a little bit comparison between the lapis lazuli genuine and the synthetic versions of ultramarine blue, which are both have the same pigment number. So please don't be confused if a lapis lazuli genuine is labeled as PB29 and then thinking, oh, it's the synthetic version. No, the real deal has the same pigment number. So just so that you know. We will do a video for the ultramarines and one for the ultramarine pink and reds. I will probably have to use a little bit more of my dot cards to show you, then be able to swatch. Like I said, I'm missing my box with my pink colors, and I can't replace every color because that's a few €100. And as I'm at the moment in long time sick leave because of some chronic illnesses, don't have just have the money to just buy everything new. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. I'm still hoping I will find it again, but I've searched so much already and I didn't find it. So I thought, okay, I probably won't find it anytime soon. So I will have to do my best as I can with the colors I have. But luckily, I have a lot of dot cards from various brands, so we can at least take a look at them. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you are if you have discovered some ultramarine colors completely new to you, or if you already knew the colors and which one are your favorites, or what do you enjoy to use a lot, and for what do you like that color in particular, just leave me a comment. I would absolutely thrilled to know about all of that. And yeah, if you would give me a thumbs up or a follow, then that would be very much appreciated. I would be very thankful because it will help to get the channel bigger and also to maybe at some point get at least a little bit of income with the videos so that I can buy colors I can't buy at the moment because they're too expensive for me, and show you more and new and interesting and rare or historical pigments. Yeah, because I would really like to share a lot of my pigment and watercolor journey with you. So I hope you did enjoy the video, and I wish you a wonderful day and hopefully see you for the next video.